It just seems to me, for the time being, that this is just the least complicated way for me to go live and do what I want to do, what I most like to do. Which, believe it or not, it's not, working my lovely blessing of a slave wage. Well, no. You know what? I'm blessed in that department, so let me not cast any shade on that. Felt compelled, I use that term a lot, to go live. I'm not going to use my computer until any of the issues with OBS, StreamYard, and that damn mic and audio are dealt with. I'll get to that. What I wanted to talk about just right now, before I get to like the main thing as to why I'm on right now, I want to say I just caught a good 5 minutes of recognizing just how grateful I am that I no longer seek, I suppose, the drama people on YouTube like to chew on. It's clear as day. You want to get a lot of attention, views, traction. You want your analytics to start popping up. Oh, the strategy's pretty clear. I mean, it's worked for every organization that's ever wanted to get attention or get traffic. So, I mean, like I've said, it is one of my fears coming to realization, coming to fruition. YouTube and some of the content creators are becoming just a mirror image of the mainstream media. I don't mean that by them pandering lies, even though there's plenty of people out here that do embellish or tell fibs for no other reason than to get people's attention. And then moving forward, you just start to notice it becomes like a online virtual plague, and it spreads. Hey, Queen. Good to see you. And by the way, I'll be reaching out to you very, very soon. This weekend, I've just finished a very long week of work, and I am so I'm really, really happy. Perhaps it's supposed to work out the way. What's up, Shamrock? Perhaps the brief rewards and time off would not be so valuable and cherished if we didn't work our asses off. Sandy D, my son's life mattered. It's a pleasure, my dear. It's an honor. So, I guess there's three things, real quick. So yeah, I went in. I'm not gonna stop name dropping. I don't care about so many things anymore. And if I start being vague about things, doesn't that prove that I worry about what people care or think about? I'm gonna strategically not name people if that ever is the case. But right now, so I went onto PBR's channel right now. More power to him for when he chooses. Like, he has his battle that he's fighting. There's areas where he is maybe justified or vindicated to go for broke because people have gone after him. What I just no longer agree with. It's just not my genetic makeup. It's not the ingredients for me. I don't think I would want to make a living or a channel off of just constantly being defensive or offensive. But that's not to take away or to give him an attaboy. It's exhausting. I can somewhat empathize. I think I was like in the midst of being a drama channel and jumping around for a good spell, and I've learned from that, and that's why I tend to care so much about what is even spoken of on this platform. Those of you that bother to come on by deserve to hear, something of value. On that note, y'all remember what's the lightest, delicate way to put this? The homeless lady, the homeless obese woman that lives on the sidewalk outside of my job? I offered her, first, of course, I asked, look, would you accept an interview? So, just a lot of people are curious about you. In this neck of the woods, you're practically a part of, the mythos of this area or something like that. She wasn't interested. No pictures. Hey, Warrior Mom. No pictures. No video. Okay. And that, a couple days go by. She's just in that same spot. And I'm like, what about this? I will pay you. I'll pay you $50. Just give me 20 minutes of your time. Nope. No interest. So I think that's just It's not going to happen, and I have to accept that. Perhaps I'll ask her privately, but then I won't feel like I have the right to share her story, because that's not how it works. So lastly, what I feel is important, what I feel is valuable, and I think I've said this before, if you share what is supposed to be a selfless act with, hey, Mr. President, good to see you, I hope you're going live as often as possible. Sharing a selfless act on a big online platform like YouTube, I think it absolutely takes away from like whatever good intentions, good deed, or positive vibe, juju energy you put into the quote-unquote selfless act. So it's kind of, there's a conflict I have about sharing anything I feel is positive that became positive because of certain actions I took. So just know I'm fully aware of that, and I'm sharing it anyway. But PID, I'm glad. I don't recognize you. Welcome. But okay, like, you know how I feel about addiction and recovery and all that. So without sharing any names, I've spoken about this individual a couple times on this live, and I'm starting to tally it up a little bit, you know, from when I first started as Progressive Patriot. I was told that people were inspired after I shared my history, my mistakes, my addiction, my recovery, and I'm still an addict, no question. But it helped some people, and I was told people, as a result, you know, started to reach out to their families or went to detox, rehab, whatnot. So, somebody that's very near and dear to my heart, somebody I care about, I was able to inspire her. She reached out to me, so she gets a lot of the credit. She called me at 2 o'clock in the morning, crying, couldn't exit her vehicle. The pain was beyond comprehension. She told me she was not eating for 5 days. She would drink at night, and she would drink as soon as she woke up. And she described finally getting DTs, or the withdrawal symptoms, the shakes. Even worse so, that she was allowing herself to just lay and rot and feel the pain and suffer in silence. Please do not follow this example. It's what she ended up doing that matters. She was convinced that it would just hurt her family more if she were to confide and share all the things she's going through. And knowing her history, and she's still, even though it's late 20s, she's still in her 20s. I explained to her with all my heart. I gave it my all. There's only so much you can convey over the phone, but I coerced her and forced her to open up to her family, everybody possible in her family, and as a result, it went the complete opposite way that she thought it would. See, this is when we allow fear to dominate our thinking. It halts our progress. It makes everything just amplified so much worse, so much more negative. Fear, this is cheesy, but I learned it from another podcaster, way more famous, okay? Cows have a tendency to run away from an oncoming storm, okay? The cow will get exhausted and keep on trying to outrun the inevitable, the storm. And then you'll have an exhausted cow that has utilized every effort to escape the inevitable. And then, even after all that energy was expelled, they still have to suffer the storm. You know what the bull does? I've learned. Here's the difference. Be a bull. The bull is afraid of the storm. But the difference between the cow and the bull is the bull will charge face first, staring down the storm, and run right into it and through it and make it to the other side. And then they get to enjoy. Like, it sucked going through the storm. They didn't want that. If they could have, they would have avoided it altogether. But, that to me is an analogy that reminds me of all the things we do to avoid the actual source or core issue and or problem. So the bull actually does run right through the storm to enjoy the green grass on the other side. So to that reminds me of how my friend has chosen to deal with this, has a true support network, and is no longer in the hospital. I'm very, very proud of her. She's not in the hospital anymore. And today, as of, I think, roughly before 6 p.m. is when we lost touch. She's officially in a very, very, very good, well-maintained, not too shabby rehab with the help and full coverage of her family, her parents. So I'm so grateful, so glad, because I don't want to think I don't want to lose any other people that are close to me in this fashion. You know, in my younger days, or even I guess sometimes in the present, like it's like, oh, okay, we lost another one from the opioid crisis or whatever insert addiction here. There's enough. This is not about me, so I'm not trying to explain it like I'm the victim and I've lost people. Just, it's on my watch, so I did everything I possibly could to make sure my friend utilized everything that she possibly could to get the help she needs. And it's out of my hands now. I have to accept that. I really hope she is able to contact me, chooses to contact me. I mean, she gave me her word. We got the same birthday, you know, we're like kindred spirits, okay? And it's very much, though, the relationship is very much mentor and like friend-student. And I do not want to complicate or breach that relationship, especially when it's recovery. A sponsor, you're not supposed to, you know, muddy up the waters with that. It complicates things, and then you find yourself making what's something that's completely not supposed to be about you, because you've inserted yourself into the narrative, into the story. It's supposed to be about the person's recovery, and you have to stay sharp, quick-witted, and just keep your eye on the prize. And it's nothing short of saving a life. So I'm proud and I'm nervous because this is the first day I haven't heard from her on the phone. We were texting up until roughly, I guess the last text I got was like 4 p.m. And she's there. She's gone and she's in her first rehab, and I'm super proud of her. I don't know if you're watching this. I don't say your name. I haven't given any hints that anybody can catch on to. If you're seeing this sometime in the future, from this moment, from your rehab, I know you can do it. I'm rooting for you. Okay? I may have helped you. I may have just done nothing more than open doors and explain to you what those options are. Through those doors, you took the step. You did what needed to be done, okay? Do not give me any of the credit, and I'm proud of you, and you're going to get through this. Don't you dare go AMA. Don't do any of the things we discussed that you cannot do, and then we'll see where you go from there. But you have such a bright, beautiful future ahead of you. And that goes for anybody that's going through their thing. And here, a random, wasted, somewhat of a shout-out. This is not a positive. To someone that was once an avid supporter of me. And this was when, you know, I came in trying to help every single viewer, and that was a mistake. You've reached out and you've made it known that you're very upset that I specifically did not talk to you. It had to be me specifically. I gave you the resources. I gave you the right people. I gave you everything that I thought was necessary. But I have learned you wanted to speak to me specifically, and I just still don't fully understand why that was the necessity. And if that is enough for you to feel that I have failed you, I can do nothing but apologize that I wasn't able to give you the time that I chose to focus on other things elsewhere. But I still hope that you find help that you need. All of us, no matter how strong we beat our chest when we hit these buttons and live artificially and post our pictures, there's still a very vulnerable human being in there. So thank you, Shamrock, D-Libby, and the Josh individual, and Mr. President, birthday chat supervisor. See, that's an individual I was able to actually reach out. There's a few of you I was able to connect with. Some of you I was never able to get to, and some people have held that against me, and I had to grow and accept these things. You have to liberate yourself and accept the things that are out of our control. That's a dead horse line of mine, but it is the truth. So with that, after a very exhausting week, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I've organized a nice little. Oh, Josh is one of your homies. Josh, welcome to the. This is what's up, bro. Let me add, Josh. This is not typically how I run my stream or channel. I have a studio-esque environment. I got a spatial mic that changes colors, woo, and OBS programs and all that, but I've been having too many difficulties, and sometimes I just want to get up here and rant. I just want to, hey, what's up, Tracy? What's up, fam? Yeah, sometimes I do that. I ramble. I'm a rambling manic mind, and this is my catharsis. And all I ask of any of you, if and only if you find it worthy, find the time you spent here worthy, feel free to hit the like button. That's all I ask in return. You know, algorithm and nonsense and all that. Everyone wants you to be there for them, but they never want to be there for you. And you, oh, warrior mom. You know what's crazy is you know, this person that we know in our chat mutually, Queen Survivor. I feel like she's always made it clear that she's willing to be there for me, and she's always there for me, and I feel like I'm just never she doesn't want me to feel this way, but I feel like I have failed her like almost every step of the way. I know she doesn't want me to feel this way, and I know you're kind of here and I'm kind of talking about you like you're not, but you know, just saying, Queen Survivor is nothing short of a guardian angel, or a Valkyrie, a warrior. Okay, no, I'm not stopping. That's just, I'm speaking some truth. I know you don't want me to feel like boo-hoo about it, but, you know, when I came on here, I did have this naivete. I'm going to save the world, and we're all going to do it together. By the way, I got an update from the Valdez family, from the sister, Sean. So, I'm confused why she didn't express a little bit more anger, but apparently there's still, they have not found any evidence of Jamie Valdez, like nothing, like I want to watch my words here. I don't want to say anything like insensitive. Okay, they haven't found him. Let's just put it that way. Okay, they haven't found him. There's no trace, no tracks, no nothing. And the what is it? The lab that is supposed to produce a long time ago already some lab results based on DNA. They're still not freaking done, and I do not understand what's taken. Is this not where our tax dollars go to help give closure to working class families? Jamie Valdez is still fucking missing, and the lab that is supposed to give the information that would help and offer closure to a suffering American family has failed. They're still waiting, which is crazy to me because I'm pretty sure I was told that this was done like 3 freaking months ago or so. And what else? I almost I might accidentally close this out if I go. Slim Reaper's in here. What's up, my brother? There is, I have to read the update, but this family all this time, how many Christmases, Thanksgivings, holidays, how long is this family going to have to suffer? And with all of the things that we have learned, I'm not going to go through the whole case, but that police chief, Ben Villarreal, was discovered to have literally lived with what would allegedly be the #1 suspect of foul play. This is one of the only cases I've ever learned of where they did not do a proper investigation and administer a lie detector test to the spouse. You always rule out the spouse first. What was so different here? And all of the wild goose chase anecdotal crap, I don't understand it, never will. Never will. My heart breaks for this family. I'm going to reach out again. I got a lovely day ahead of me tomorrow, and I feel blessed. Oh, what's up? Saffron is in the house too. Evening to you. Tomorrow, me and a bunch of friends are going to go see John Wick 4. I hope it's actually out this time. I saw Scream last week. That was pretty good. You know, all things considered. Yeah, it was actually damn good. I liked it better than Creed. And then there's a big, like, tent sale comic book shop thing happening. And I'm a dork, I'm a geek and all that, so I'm probably going to go there and just look at things and decide not to spend money. Because I got enough crap as it is. And I got a PS5 waiting for me. I have bought too many AAA titled games So Progressive Patriot's gonna just maybe buy more water and less digital freaking $69 games. Games have gone up $10 since the last generation. So I guess in 4 years we're gonna be paying like $80 per game. Dear God, everything's going up in the world except for, I don't know, our trust in our government. Hey, I noticed YouTube stopped monetizing two of my last videos where I kind of expressed things that were maybe somewhat not government friendly or not completely complimentary to King Ouchie. That guy, you know, his name rhymes with Ouchie. I don't want to say it because I'm starting to think that YouTube actually looks for in their transcripts or something. If they hear you say certain names and certain things, they just restrict the suitability of your monetization, which is why tomorrow, after me and the friends go out, I'm going to bring two of them back here that are very familiar with OBS and all the other crap. Okay, all the things I can't do, and we're gonna fix what we can, and I'm gonna create that Rumble account. Actually, I have a Rumble account. Just gonna start putting content there. I'm gonna use YouTube as a place where I go for some things and a place where I promote a lot of things, and then ultimately no holes barred. Anything and everything goes. We're gonna speak the truth over there, where we don't have to fear repercussions or restrictions or censorship. Because, I don't know, they seem to still understand that we actually are Americans over in the Rumble lands. So, okay, thank you for joining me on this little rant, 20-minute tirade diatribe. Let me give a shout out to Water. Water, I like you. Let me give a shout out. No, this is the opposite. What's the opposite of a shout out? Let me give an FU to the states that have made it illegal to collect rainwater. You couldn't have made it any more clear that you are not for the people. You are beholden to your elites, the people that stuff your pockets and write bills for you. You just sign them, you bunch of shills. Big shout out to Water, by the way. Big Water. Actually, it's sad, you know, the conglomerates and corporations that have built by not allowing the public that actually live near the fountains and the rivers or whatever, where they take the water and they make it illegal for you to go drink it for yourself. So thank goodness I got this plastic bottle filled with that good old-fashioned holy water to keep me rejuvenated. Yeah, I'm trying to remain on sabbatical with the whole alcohol thing, but I'm reluctant to talk about it because too many people are going to take me very, very, very seriously, and maybe 2 months from now I'm going to take a sip of something and everybody's going to want to cancel me. So I'm just going to say, water good. Everything else is okay, but today I'm going for good. Do I play? Oh boy. Oh, the water's turned on me. Damn it. This water is Democrat. It learned I've gone kind of Republican. I mean, I am going to vote Republican for the first time in my life. It's trying to get me. Damn it. YouTube heard the K word, which is unaliving, and now they're going to just strike me with the monetization. Damn it. Damn it. Hey, YouTube, can I say this without you, stopping monetization or me requesting a review? Because I'm getting tired of it, by the way. Here, let's do a test. Real time, guys. Real time. Ready? Okay. And I hear if you say his name 3 times in the mirror, he appears. And then suddenly you wake up to a world where you have to take some kind of a poke in the shoulder. Let's see if it works. I'm going to use the screen as a mirror, guys. You ready? Okay, if he appears behind you, I need you to type. I need you to type in real time and tell me that you're in danger or that it worked. Okay, this is a very dangerous area I'm testing in here. Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates. Oh God, oh my God. I just felt like this massive pain in my shoulder. What just happened? Oh man, it's like a Charlie horse or whew. Okay, man, I hope I didn't just start anything serious here. But on another note, there's some of the people that I talk to that let me know when there's something going down. Somebody wants me to install the Epoch Times, Star Wars creature or something or not? No, Epoch TV. And he told me Bill Gates is doing something with factories and things that I am nervous on this free speech platform to say out loud, sadly. And now, well, based on that, I'm going to use DuckDuckGo, and I'm going to utilize every word that I can to get an accurate search of the algorithm. But yeah, by the way, did anybody else feel like a Charlie Horse kind of a moment after I said the name, not just a name, the name? If you did, go ahead and type 1, and I'll understand you're in danger, and I'll felicitate the resistance to come and save you. Alright, they'll rip you right out of that black bag, I promise. Watch, you're gonna find this'll get me demonetized quick. You're gonna learn, even though I don't own a motorcycle, everything, that I apparently expired from the C to the id word because I rode my motorcycle and crashed into something solid. Never forget when the BS was running rampant from the WHO and the NIH. Who do we have left to trust? Get it? Who? Who do we have left? No, there's no joke there. You're trying too hard. Just, we ran into so many real-time, not mistakes. These were actually disgusting attempts at creating and controlling a narrative. Just never forget, man. Hey, what's up, Greg? That pain was the conspiracy wing, or his millions. A little bit of both, actually. Although I find conspiracy theory, ironically enough, is turning into what I call conspiracy fact. Because a lot of the things back in the day that got me a strike, there's a permanent strike, goes away in 90 days or something, blah, 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 don't remember. For me, just reading an op-ed by a chemist, .gov, .nih, and I got a strike on this channel. And the reason given, essentially, I'm not a doctor and I can't read another doctor's thoughts and or opinions. But now, I'm allowed to talk about that and read exact texts. So, funny how that all worked. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like they were proven pretty much entirely wrong on a thing that had a 0.9, chance of spread, and then it claimed once you got stabbed in your shoulder, it would go down to 0.5, and it was never about it was never about mortality, or it was never about the spread. Yeah. As for the money, I mean, that's just that goes along with all these little scumbags. They got their paychecks. All right, Mr. Ouchie Man. God, if you say that name 3 times, I hear you no longer have just regular blood in you. It's just like, it's just new chemicals that they're working on to create the next thing that they're going to put into your system. And I don't want to chance that one. I don't want my blood to suddenly, I don't know if it's going to like just shoot out, and then this would be like an R-rated live stream, and I'll just have all these new chemicals. What am I even talking about? Okay, I think it's time. This week has depleted me, and but I still remain strong. Got a lot of information to learn. Got to sift through a lot of the BS and find whatever truth I can, and I'm looking forward to collaborating and coordinating with any and all of you that consider yourself to be a truther, which oddly enough is a word that I'm told is bad. What a crazy world we live in. Conspiracy theorist, created by the people that didn't want you to think outside the box or question the official narrative. If you were a dissenter, ostracized and demonized. And now truther. Now we have a term where if you are actively, proudly seeking the truth and nothing but, you are also labeled somebody that is meant to be stigmatized and looked at as a fool. Well, I say we just need more shepherds, man. I'm not pretending to be a shepherd, and I don't want anybody following my lead. I'm just hoping that we all never sacrifice our ability to think critically and independently. And on that note, cheers. Shout out to water. Good night, friends. Have an amazing weekend. I'm gonna begin mine now. Man, me and some water are gonna get wild. I'm gonna pet my dog. That's not code for anything, YouTube. Stop getting dirty thoughts, you freaking freaks. Now, much love, okay? Take care.